Hey everyone, it's time for another lockdown walk. We are out at Karikari, made world famous as the location for filming of the movie The Piano. We are just here to do a little bit more beach walking practice, so just going to head down to the beach and then we're going to head south towards Whatipu. Should be good. For a walk through the Whatipu Scientific Reserve. Before it was closed due to Kauri dieback, this was a section of the Hillary Trail, probably one of my favourite sections. So you kind of go through these wild, really desolate dunes, and then there's like this kind of cool little campsite area. You go up through a wetland. So we're just going to wander down here as a bit of beach training. It's a really, really spectacular landscape. We've seen 2 seals, a bunch of doggerels, a couple of oyster catchers, so it's been a good wildlife day today. I wish I'd brought my longer lens. So we're stopping for a break. And that's all I have to report. Just leaving the tunnel campsite on the Hillary, or former Hillary Trail. Most of it's now closed because of Kuri dieback, but it was the only multi-day. Actually, it's kind of the only, wow, sort of the only overnight even. There's a multi-day hiking track in Auckland, a 4-day track. But yeah, it's through the Waitakere Ranges, so it's been closed for quite some time. They do plan apparently to open all of it again, but the speed at which that's happening is very slow. But this section, because this is through sand dunes and on the beach, it's actually not part of the closure, so you can still walk this bit, you just can't do the whole trail. So this is cool, we're just wandering through the dunes. It's pretty cool. This black sand here originates on the central plateau in the middle of the North Island. It's come from all of the volcanic activity up there, so Mount Ruapehu, Tongariro, Narahoi, Taupo, all of those massive volcanoes that have been erupting for millions of years, and all of that volcanic rock gets washed down the Waikato River all the way to the mouth of the Waikato, and then from there, through a process of longshore drift, it all just drifts its way north. So you've got this big flat area out at Whatipu. Now, once upon a time this wasn't a big flat area of sand. The sea came right up, but the sand's gradually built up, and then it will gradually sort of, the bubble of where the sand is at its highest concentration will gradually shift its way north. So Whatipu will possibly, you know, lose all its sand area because the sea will come back in, and all the sand will eventually drift its way north and fill in the Kaipara Harbour, and then at that point the Kaipara Harbour will turn into a valley. But that's sort of what's happening gradually over hundreds, thousands of years. So yeah, the sand that we're walking on now was probably originally volcanic rock erupted out of the earth somewhere down around Ruapehu or Taupo, somewhere around there. So we are at the Palo Valley campsite, which is the place you stay for your second night on the Hillary Trail, or you did. This is pretty much as far as you can go because the next section of track's not open. But yeah, it's a pretty epic little campsite in this valley surrounded by cliffs, and we're gonna have a drink, maybe another snack before we head back.